Energy efficiency is key concerns for most homeowners. We are all looking into reducing our utility costs, maximizing our savings, and reducing our environmental footprint. If you have installed a heat pump in your house, you know it's more energy efficient, but there are also ways you could improve the energy efficiency to even squeeze out more savings and more cost efficiency for you. Welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you are joining, I'm happy to have you here with me today. In this video, I'll be discussing 10 ways to improve your heat pump energy efficiency. The first way to improve the energy efficiency of your heat pump is by setting your thermostat to an optimum yet comfortable temperature. During the winter, setting your temperature to about 21 degrees centigrade is usually warm enough, which translates to about approximately 70 degrees Fahrenheit for those using Fahrenheit. If it's winter, instead of cracking up your heat to like 24 degrees centigrade or 25 degrees centigrade, you could wear some warm clothing, put on socks, dress in a cozy way, and have your temperature in a lovely 21 degrees centigrade will go a long way in improving your energy efficiency. A second way is by carrying out regular maintenance. Everything needs to be maintained regularly. Checking your heat pumps, cleaning and replacing your filter. If you use single-use filters, replacing it regularly as required by the manufacturer. Some require replacement every 3 months, some at 6 months. Knowing when you are supposed to replace it would help the system not overworking with a dirty filter. And if you are supposed to clean your filter, if it's the type that is washable, looking at the schedule that you're supposed to wash it and clean it regularly. Also inspecting your ducts for any leaks to ensure that nothing is obstructing the airflow. If there's gaps in your ductwork, it makes your system less efficient. If everything is fixed and the airflow is working as it should, it helps your heat pump to work optimally, which improves the efficiency. A third option would be to install a programmable thermostat. Programmable thermostats, many of it come with apps that can be installed on the phone that you can set your temperature based on your schedule. If you are someone who works outside of the home, when you are going to the office, you could actually lower the temperature of the thermostat. Not too low, right? But let's say your comfortable temperature is like 21 degrees. If you are not in the house, you can set it to like 18 degrees centigrade. You will be surprised at how much energy you will save within the 8 hours or 9 hours, maybe when you're at work or commuting away from the house, that you're not just eating an empty house. With a programmable thermostat, when you know you're on your way home, you could set a schedule that by the time you're home, maybe like 6 o'clock, for example, the temperature would have been to your preferred temperature. Based on the prevailing weather conditions, many of these programmable thermostats can start heating or cooling the house, depending on the season, ahead of the time, so that by the time you are going to be around, it's already at your preferred temperature. You are coming into a nice, cozy house without having to heat an empty house for hours on end. Researching the different programmable thermostats out there online would help you select one that would work well for you. Some have advanced features. For example, you could set a way it could have options to sleep the system, read the different reviews, compare the different functionalities, and pick one that the functionalities kind of meet what you need. This will save you a ton of money because it will help improve the efficiency of your heat pump. Another way to improve the efficiency of your heat pump is by installing heating and cooling zone. Sometimes this might be tricky for already built house, but if you are still in pre-construction phase, it's really important that you zone your house. If it's a big house with like larger square footage, this is extremely important because in a big house, unless you have a ton of people living there, most of the time you don't use every part of the house at the same time. Let's use a simple example. A medium-sized house that is 2-story would have the bedroom on the upper floor and usually the living area like the kitchens and stuff on the main floor. At night, when it's summer and it's really hot, if there's nobody in the main floor, nobody in the kitchen, there's no point cooling those areas to the same temperature that you are cooling the bedroom to overnight. When the house is zoned, the temperature of the thermostat can be set differently for these different zones. And combining this with a programmable thermostat could help you even achieve that temperature for the main floor when you need it. So if you are a family that wakes up at 6 a.m., the main floor could be cooled by that 6 a.m., but that doesn't mean that the system have to be running all night to maintain that temperature. Another way to improve the efficiency of your system is by sealing and insulating your home. If you are in a pre-construction house, this is really, really important. Making sure that every wall is insulated, having triple pane windows as part of your specification is really, really important, and it will save you a ton of money. For people who have older homes, there are still so many home efficiency upgrades that could still be done to improve the efficiency of your house. By improving the thermal efficiency of your house, that will in turn improve the efficiency of your heat pump. You can watch my video on home energy efficiency upgrades. Another way to also improve the efficiency of your heat pump is when you utilize natural ventilation sometimes. We all like our mechanical system. It's great, but we still have windows. So during mild weather, like in spring or maybe in fall, when it's not too hot or when it's not too cold outside, it might work well by giving your system a break and just opening your windows, using natural ventilations, and just getting fresh air to circulate in the house. Guess what? When you open your window, it's free. So sometimes it's good to use that and give your system a break. A key point that would help you optimize the efficiency of your heat pump is at the start during installation, which is the heat pump sizing. Ensuring that the heat pump is correctly sized to the square foot of your home is critical. An oversized and an undersized heat pump will lead to inefficiency, and it will increase the energy consumption unnecessarily. If an heat pump is too large for the house, it will run for a short period that it doesn't even have time to pull enough air around. Because it's too big, it pushes out so much air at the same time and draws out so much air at a time that you might need the air to move around a few times for much more efficiency. The same goes with when it's undersized. The system will run for an unnecessary amount of time to be able to move the volume of air based on the size of the square foot if it's too large to handle it. It never helps. The system would, run too much or run for too short a time, and all of this could affect the lifespan of the system, and in the short term it's going to run in an inefficient way. Many heat pumps have energy saving mode. Another way to improve the efficiency of your heat pump is by using this energy savings mode as required. Some have eco function, some have sleep modes. So when you set it in an eco mode, it will suggest some other temperature ranges for you, and you can review this to consider what the system can do. Maybe you don't even need as high a temperature as you think you need. The eco mode might be able to run for a while, and you will be able to test out the comfort while using the eco mode. These settings usually optimize the energy usage of the system. So if you have an eco mode, give it a try. Leave it on for a day or two. See how comfortable you feel. That might be all you need. The nice way of improving the energy efficiency of your heat pump is by shading the outdoor unit. It's important to also consider this during installation. When heat pump is installed in the south or west of the house where it really gets hot and it's in direct sun, this can affect the efficiency, because when the system is trying to remove heat from the house and it's also right there, the sun is shining down on it, it can affect its efficiency. So if that is the only location in the house where you can install it, you could consider shading the unit, maybe building a little shade to cover it, like a roof over it, to kind of improve the shading and protect it from direct sunlight. That would help the system, help the system breathe. The final point I'll be discussing is consider pairing with renewable energy source. I have a lot of video about solar panel installation on my channel. I think this is really wonderful if you can pair your heat pump with solar system in your house. That would essentially mean you are heating and cooling the house with the power of the sun. Heat pumps run on electricity and solar panels generate electricity. It's a win-win. This will increase the efficiency of the system in terms of the cost to you. Not about how the system functions, but it's the cost to you. The cost of heating and cooling of your house will be drastically reduced, because when the sun is up, it's possible that you have enough system capacity that can power it entirely. That way your system is running 100% efficient, because it's not burning any fossil fuel and it's not costing you extra money. Implementing these 10 points would help you improve the energy efficiency of your heat pump. If you have heat pump installed and you have other tips to share, please feel free to leave it in the comment section and we can chat about this. Thank you for joining my channel today and looking forward to seeing you in my other videos. Goodbye.